Okay, I can't wait for the coffee machine to settle down. I'll noise reduce that out as best as possible. I'm still unable to download from YouTube. That ability has been lost before and then came back. Maybe I'll be able to download again in the future. I do have some saved. I usually delete videos after downloading and then taking what I can from them in a fair use way. I've got a few left. I'm not going to delete those. What I want to share today, I'll put up the screenshots. People can track down the videos if they like. The Jenna Beck lady from Orange County is a political hack. There's one video that's sort of similar to the one on Deb Delapiana, the sister-in-law or some type of family member, or I'm not sure, but it showed Deb Delapiana's true colors. She was flipping out. She was saying, "Go ahead, put it on Facebook." I've played that before. It must be somewhere in the archives somewhere. The second one is more relevant. The first one showed Jen Beck's true colors. She looked quite different than the respectable Stepford wife appearance she gives today. She looked rough. She looked mean, and she was mean. And she did go on and on about wanting to scar children for life. She seemed to be somewhat joking, but even within our jokes, we can reveal a sickness, a pathology. The other video that I wanted to download but couldn't on Jenna Beck, she did this interview. It's the bottom one of the screenshot here. There's actually no screenshot in front of me, but this is the audio portion. And when this voice, me, is put into the video, I will layer it with the appropriate screenshot. So in this interview, feel free to track it down. The coffee machine is bubbling up. You just let the audacity continue on. You take that section, you reduce the noise, then you reduce that noise for the whole audio. I will get a new microphone fairly soon. I hope it's not a hassle. I hope it's an easy, user-friendly thing to buy. I'm not going to squander my creativity, my YouTubing on crappy audio. Dust gets in the port. That might have been more of the issue than the equipment provided by the computer in itself. But anyway, back to why Jenna Beck is a hack, a political hack. Maybe she's COINTELPRO. I don't know. She probably is COINTELPRO, come to think of it. She reverses her images. She's hiding what she really looks like. Anyway, go to that video if you like, or just hear my witness report here. People should know by now, if they watch enough of my stuff, whether I make stuff up. Now, if it seems I made something up, just try to listen if there's a bit of blarney. I lived in Ireland, so I learned how to exaggerate. I learned how to take the piss out of people. I think that's the phrase. Sorry, I was influenced by Ted Baxter. That damn coffee machine, it makes me almost as mad as the birds who squawk outside. Those birds, there's a few birds. I like most birds, but there are a couple birds. They go nuts as soon as the sun rises. They're like, everyone wake up, it's the sun. It's like, come on, guys. It's like, whoa, it comes up every day. Act like you've been here before, bird. So anyway, Jen Beck, she's trying to say, like, oh, that wasn't election fraud with Bernie. That's how it works. And that's why I decided to go into politics. So she's basically saying she was upset with how the Democratic primary went between Bernie and Hillary, known more familiarly as H. So Jenna Beck, she provided her true colors in whatever is available out there. I didn't see much. I found her saying she wants to scar children for life. That was definitely not a good look. And then in the other one, she's acting like, I'm no biggie that there's election fraud and there's no democracy. It doesn't matter. We're going to work at the local level. Bernie was never going to go third party. Well, some of us were not mad at Bernie for not going independent. I wasn't mad at Bernie for dropping out. What people got upset with was his "I'm not listening, I'm not looking" in regards to the election fraud. Jenna Beck said, well, there were some modest reforms, and even though it wasn't completely fixed up, there was some positive change, and that's how you get it done politically. She reminded me of Donkey Tail, who spoke about pushing the football a foot or two. That's progress to those people. Or that's what they're paid to say. The other thing I wanted to mention, since I'm up and about, it's nearly 7:30 a.m. By the time I post this, it will probably be a couple hours at least later. It's a great day today. Feeling good. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling free. And I hope you do too. I'm not thinking about Cuba. I'm thinking about our own country and how effed we are with no freedom, but with plenty of propaganda. This is not about right versus left. It's about paid fakes who portray themselves as right or left. And then you have even more paid fakes. For example, Jimmy Dore and his military shill unit. They act as if it's not right or left. They say basically what I said a little bit ago. Sort of how Jenna Beck portrays herself as the left. People like myself who are the pure leftier than thou left, we basically don't exist within the parameters of the current roster of influencer nodes, which was explained, or at least the parameters and influencer nodes part was explained by Eglin Air Force Base in their demented report on social containment, on containment of social media, whatever the F they were on about. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I believe in freedom of speech and association. It's my fault that I have issues with propaganda that's flushing out crazies and terrorists. In fact, I think I'm going to march right down right now to the local recruiter and offer my assistance in this war on terrorism. So anyway, I'm a little upset, or not too much, or maybe it's for the best that I'm now not downloading anything. I still have a few left. I want to use a video I have of Gavin, the Vanguard people. Those guys are funny. You can tell that they're in over their heads. You can tell that all of those shows, none of them want us to know that it's a teleprompter system. So basically, I intuited that little bit of data. Sometimes my memory goes poof, and I can't remember. So I can't remember right now exactly when I started to pick up on this. Was it Fiorella? I forget. Okay, so it might have been Fiorella that I first noticed it, but I forget exactly when I started to think, hey, what are they looking at? Are they reading off of something? So when I first noticed that, and then, I don't know, maybe I talk out loud to the algorithm, and it just works. I try to go with the algorithm in regards to what I try to work with it. I don't know how to explain that. I'm not into witchcraft. I'm not a mason. This isn't a craft to me. I'm a human being, but I'm digressing. I'm going to stop on that, whatever I was going toward there. I'm not a ranter, I'm not a fake ranter. So anyway, I still have that Gavin video and a few others. I think that this teleprompter thing might be the scoop of a lifetime. This might be my greatest scoop of all time. Even better than Kimberlin. Better than, Bleach Detroit. What else did I scoop that everyone knows? Well, I'm not going to go into what I scooped. Scoop that, scoop there. I'm not going to go into all that. And some of them weren't scoops, and I was just being funny, at least in my own mind. I was entertaining myself, if that makes any sense. This is the morning Tokyo Shemp Report. I can no longer say Tokyo Shemp News Network because Pasta Face Jardula had to make fun of the Aspie. But he realized too little too late that, oh, that's a savant. Don't mess with the savant. They know too much. You know, when those people, they can sneeze, and I'll take data from that sneeze. Whoa, I crunched in the letter Z They call it Zed. I lived in Ireland. I studied sociology in Ireland. How about that? Is at the graduate level too. I don't say this to rub my snot into everyone's dinner plate. That probably didn't sound good. Sorry about that one. I say it because it's truthful. Gives a bit of context to the schtick. So that's about it. The scoop of the lifetime seems to be that all these jackarses are reading off of scripts. Now, if they were regular guy news people, like Maddow, or I don't even know who does the news anymore. Back in the day, it was, the name's coming to me. There was Roger Mudd. That was a great name. I forget the names. Tom Brokaw. But anyway, now if they're reading off scripts, everyone expects it. They're news. They're Ted Baxter. Everyone knows that Murray wrote the news and that Ted read the news. Lou kept an eye on it to make sure that everything was going through the proper journalistic ethics. So to wrap this up, because I now see I'm over the 15-minute mark, it's not going to be 15 minutes of audio here, but I might as well stop. I don't try to waste anyone's time. I don't want it to go over 15 minutes. That's how long I can go before having to make a part 2. So it's better to have a part 1. It's not on me to hog the internet. It's not about me. It's about us, not me. But I gotta be me within us. So anyway, that's the game plan, in which I think the reading off of scripts might be my double scoop of a lifetime. Did I say of twice? These people are rattled. I'd be rattled too if I knew that you knew that I know that you know. I'm looking at a monitor. So then who's writing those scripts? But anyway, I built up a pretty decent archive at this point. I've got comments on moderation. There's no more distraction going on. If you're a decent enough person, I will checkmark your post right through onto the videos. I may even respond if someone's leaving a post to spam, to put in some type of distraction. Now you can critique what I'm saying, but it better be in order. It better be direct. It better be no messing around, no trolling me. Or it better be entertaining trolling. But enough on that. As a teacher, I never had a problem if the student was right or left or whatever they were. I wasn't that kind of teacher. I was a human being as a teacher. So that's that for that. I wanted to point out that Jenna Beck is a verified hack. Best case scenario, she's a political hack. Worst case scenario, Jenna Beck is COINTELPRO. And the other thing is that scoop of a lifetime thing, and that's my plan going forward. I'm currently without the ability to download from YouTube. I've got a few videos saved. I do think that guy Gavin is brothers, the younger brother of Matthew North. And I do think that these shows are fun to watch only if you realize they're reading off of scripts, only if you realize they're COINTELPRO, that they were hired from the military. It's got to be the military. There's no way that's GOP. That's what they want us to think. They want everything to be murky, shadowy. They want the COINTELPRO to be seen as targeted individuals and QAnon and all that sort of out there stuff. But then again, plug in the moon hoax into the YouTube search button, and you'll see that they are manipulating the search results. They're not even hiding it anymore. I gotta stop. I'm well over the 15-minute mark. I just have to stop. That's it. Thanks for your time and consideration. I'm trying my best, and I will keep trying to improve as a YouTuber. Take care, everybody. Truly. This has been the Tokyo Shemp News Network.